welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you a story time in a story time video. So the reason I'm doing this is because remember last video I told you I don't have this juicy stories to do story time? Well, I do have 2 stories that I want to talk to you about, but it doesn't have a lot of information. That's why I'm doing 2 story times in one video. So the first one takes place in 2010. And we were on our way to Orlando, Florida. We went from San Juan to Fort Lauderdale. Then from there, we went to Orlando. So on our way to Orlando from Fort Lauderdale, is that how you say it? I don't know. On our way there was this old man in the plane. And I believe he was in the late 70s. I'm not good with age, but he was old. He started coughing. At first he was like okay, then like 5 minutes later it was more like and then like 5 more minutes later he was like so you know something was wrong. So the person that was sitting next to him, I don't know if they were related or not, but she called the flight attendant. She was like, how may I help you? So she just like explained the coughing, the creasing of coughing, and the man was like almost passed out. If I were next to him, I would have been screaming, but she was like very calm, like, oh no, he was just coughing. And then he stopped coughing, and then he started coughing again. So the flight attendant was like, and the guy was there like, he wasn't moving. So I was like, ooh, something is wrong. Pause on the story. My dad, he cannot be on planes because he's claustrophobic. So every time we go on a plane, he drinks some pills, some sleeping pills, so he can be, you know, in the airplane. And my dad was sitting in front of this man that it was almost dying. My dad is like, and the flight attendant is like, excuse me, can you move so we can deal with this situation? And my dad is, and then my mom said, Georgie, muévete que hay un hombre atrás que está bien malo, pero muévete porque tienes que bregar en él. And it was like, So they finally moved from seat. My sister starts getting anxious and she needs to use the bathroom because every time she gets like nervous because something awful is happening, she needs to use the bathroom. Ashley, necesito usar el baño. Por favor, no puedo más. And I was like, girl, I cannot do anything because the flight attendants, it was 2 flight attendants now, they were in the way. So we can go to the bathroom, we need to go like, excuse me, and they were dealing with very important stuff. My sister, from the agony, she started hitting me like, come on, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, girl, you gonna hit, that's hard, it's not my fault. So coming back to the main idea, the flight attendant starts not screaming, but starts saying, is anyone here a doctor or a nurse? Anyone here is a doctor or a nurse? Another flight attendant comes and she's like, I studied something about that. So she starts talking to the man. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me? And I'm like, no, he's dead. So they called to Orlando. They called emergency, so they will be there when we got there. So the airplane being already in the air, he starts going higher. So my ears go like poof, and I had the worst ear pain ever. And I'm like, no. So I start chewing gum and it's still there, so it was bad. It starts going faster and higher. And I'm like, God help me. The man starts like moving a little bit and they start like giving him oxygen. So we finally get to the airport. Police are waiting, the ambulance is waiting, and we had to wait a gazillion years in the airplane to get out. My ears were banging and the paramedics came in and checked the guy. Apparently he had like a mini heart attack. He wasn't in conditions to fly, but he did anyways. So they get him out, and then we were able to get out of the plane. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and remember to come back on Monday for Monday Vlogs days, on Wednesdays for Super Wednesdays, days when you get a shout out on my channel, and Fridays for the other video that I do. Comment down below what you want to see next. Bye!